Hi, it's Stephen. Net Promoter Score fail number 27 out of 30, Animosity. Sometimes staff are rightly asked to explain why their customer may have given a score of, say, 0 out of 10. Because the manager may want to stop the event happening again. Like, let's prevent any more zeros, and I get that. However, sometimes this can create animosity, even if the results are valid. Let's say, for example, Mary gets a result come through that the customer says, Mary, it was 0 out of 10, and they say, Mary took way too long to serve me. Now, on the surface, you look at that and you say, well, okay, we've got to talk to Mary and make sure that she serves people more quickly, etc., etc. But it might be that at that point in time on that day, the store was actually very, very busy because the manager forgot to roster on an extra casual to take into account the person who called in sick the night before. So it might be that the store's super busy, Mary's working her little heart out, and she's now being asked to explain by the manager exactly why it was that she got the 0 out of 10. It turns out that really the manager should be getting the 0 and should be giving themselves a kick up the backside and should be giving Mary the plaudits, but it's actually going the other way around. Mary's getting the kick up the backside. And it's not fair, and Mary might know this, but she can't really say much. So Mary's going to feel animosity towards the boss and towards the organisation and the whole thing, and she's going to be so demotivated, obviously. It might even be that Mary is in a store with other people, and the other people see Mary's name, and they say, well, gee, we all got 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Mary's let us down. And now we're missing out on our little average, on our little bonus or whatever it is. So it's not really fair on Mary. Now, it could also be that the customer has an axe to grind with the store. It might be that they just don't like the organisation itself. They've had a bad experience in the past. So regardless of how well Mary serves them, they're going to give a 0 or a 2 or a 3 out of 10. It may even be that they got the survey in an email and they just ticked any old thing and didn't even look at it. There are a number of reasons why someone might give a 0, a 1 or a 2 out of 10. So I'm not saying you've got to throw all of the NPS results out. I'm just saying you've got to be very, very careful about how you communicate it down to your staff, because you can get a lot of animosity that occurs due to factors that are not necessarily the staff member's fault. Now, it could be the staff member's fault, but it's possible that it's not. So again, just be very careful with how you do these results and don't fail.